Thank you, sir.
Just another summary of what we've been discussing is that the legislative process, the partisan legislative process in Madison, is charged for creating the bill and passing the bill. This board does not have the authority to vote, nor does it have control over the process. We're sending the message to get it done. We know the federal government has the same issues, but what we're saying to our governor is that there's only been a portion of the bill passed, that there's more work to be done. And I think you have to have the cooperation of both sides of the aisle to get it done. It affects everybody. Are there pieces and parts to this bill that are extremely controversial? You bet. We can feel the emotion here tonight. No doubt about it. But the job of those here and others are to contact your partisan legislators and have them carry your message and get whatever you feel needs to be done there, get it done. But from our side, we know that we're going to lose $100,000 in both between transportation aids and the shared revenue. It may be just a tad underneath that, but approximately. It is going back to the comments I made earlier about everybody in Richfield expecting, or everybody in Richfield having the same conservative fiscal philosophy. I truly believe that. That's what makes Richfield strong. There's a high expectation over the many years that I've been involved with the boards, and prior to that, and with the current board, the scrutiny over the budget and how we spend money. Well, we are frugal, I feel. There is controversy in the community now about the definition of frugal. Some are saying we're hoarding money, or we're too frugal, if you will. That can be debated, and you know, sums range from 3 to 4 to 7 million. But the fact is that we have a designated and undesignated fund combination of $1.8 million. But that particular item can be discussed and worked through. So that's the feeling that I have about this resolution, and I entertain more discussion here by the board. Rob.
I agree with the bill completely. You can't run your business with a lot of debt. You can't run your household with a lot of debt. You can't run the federal government with a lot of debt. You can't run the Richfield government with a lot of debt. And the fact that they said we had $3 million of people's money on hand, yes, we did. But what they didn't bother to do was to look at it and realize that about over $1 million of that was from taxes that were collected, that were due for the state of Wisconsin and the school districts and the county. It wasn't all of our money. We had it because we're the collecting agent. I agree with the bill.
Well, as long as you brought that point up, and I don't want to shy away from the business that we have in front of us, but it is true that the village collects over $20 million a year, and currently we've taxed for $2 million of that $20 million. The $18 million goes to other agencies. And so one has to be careful about when one looks at the village checking accounts, etc., and draw the wrong impression and make misinformation about what is being kept in the village coffers. But thanks for bringing that up. Further discussion.
If I could just
sure.
Thank you, trustees. I think it's also worth noting tonight that Josh is voluntarily opening up his contract in order to make the same contributions that we're doing. He's probably doesn't know I'm talking about this, but he's in a contractual agreement right now with the village, and he wouldn't necessarily have to do it, and not many village administrators statewide are going to voluntarily give up a large sum of money, or a chunk of money that would have been theirs otherwise. So I just wanted to commend Josh for leading the organization and not asking any more of us than he would have before.
Thanks, Jim. Dan?
I know, right, the last meeting, I wasn't really in favor of this at all. And because I felt that we are a non-bipartisan government and it was something that we shouldn't be involved in. But I believe the way our resolution is written, I think it sends a message that somebody has to do something. And I don't believe that we're picking on anybody. And I feel bad for teachers. It seems like they have a bad rap. They made it look like bad guys. There's a lot of good teachers. They do a lot. There's a lot of good work. But I don't think the resolution that we have in front of us is picking on anybody. So I think it's sending a message to the governor that we support his efforts and we understand we're going to get some cuts and we're going to have to tighten our belts here.
Right, it's difficult. It's affecting everybody. I know my own case. My wife was an art teacher, and she lost her job. That's tough. But I still am committed to what this village has always stood for: fiscal restraint. And I expect my state government to be the same. And yes, there will be discussion that needs to take place from those that are here with their partisan legislative folks to do what they feel they need to explain to them their feelings about the bill and other bills that are coming before them, before the budget is balanced. So, looks like Josh wants to make a comment.
Please, Mr. President, trustees. I just wanted to note, it's been mentioned as a side a couple of times now, but the resolution that you read tonight and that you're discussing right now is different than that which was published on our website. And I think it's important for people who are here that they know the difference. And just to give you a little bit of background, this resolution, the original one that you read on the website that you received in your packet, is very similar in nature to the resolution passed by Ozaukee County a few weeks ago. In the midst of the 3-week delay of the budget repair bill, when everybody had the opportunity to let their voice be heard, there was a number of municipalities that passed resolutions for and against. I'm not sure about school districts. I'm not in the loop on that, but there were several of them, and they were posted on the League of Wisconsin Municipalities website. I shared that information with the trustees, and so that's how this was placed on the agenda, just so everybody's clear. The former resolution had a specific line that was removed and was replaced. That line at that time stated, whereas the governor's current budget repair bill as a precursor of the 2011 to 2013 budget bill includes measures to significantly reduce public employers' employee benefit costs by shifting expenses to employees and by statutorily limiting the matters subject to collective bargaining, thereby saving public employers' future employee benefit costs. That portion, just so you're clear on what you're voting on, and so everybody here is clear on the difference, was replaced with 2 sentences and 2 paragraphs, and I'll just read them again. Whereas the Village of Richfield has a significant history of reducing village contributions to employee benefit costs by placing caps on village contributions and shifting the balance of the employees by using market-based solutions such as HSA high deductible plans to minimize healthcare premium costs and by shifting responsible percentage of healthcare premiums to the employees. And whereas Governor Walker's current budget repair bill is a first step to putting state of Wisconsin's fiscal house in order by implementing measures similar to those which the village has been utilizing for the past several years to manage costs and to mitigate the tax burden on our citizens. I just want to make sure that you're aware that the first one that was in the original packet is different from that which John read, that you're considering at this point. And I think it's worthy to note that a lot of the concerns that were voiced tonight and have been voiced at other times were taken into account, and some of that language was changed on the request of several of the trustees. So I just want to make sure that that's said at this point. So.
Okay, thank you. I think at this time, because I'm in the leadership position, I will make the motion. Motion to approve Resolution R2011-3-1, a resolution in support of Governor Walker's 2011 budget repair bill. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion on the floor to approve. I have a second. Further discussion. Everybody good with discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion unanimous. Motion passes. Let's move on to